Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, Pete Hegseth has said that the Iran regime has lost control. And then when you go to another website that shows, oh, look at that, the clock agreed right when I said that. And then when you go to another website, it shows the traffic through the Strait of Hormuz and says Iran has lost control. So I want to find out if they've actually lost control of everything or they've just lost control of the Strait of Hormuz. All the troops are heading that way, as the cards did predict. And now, an update on that is that the ground troops are there to protect the Gulf states, as what I've last understood, and the flow of oil. It doesn't sound like it's going to be boots on the ground in Iran proper. All right. It's heartbreaking to watch those soldiers lined up and their parents and loved ones giving them hugs and kisses. And on the other hand, I was a civilian on the base here in Edmonton. And on the other hand, this is what they train for. This is their peak job. This is their skill set. This is everything they've trained for. The only thing is I don't agree with is they aren't fighting for the United States per se, right? They're in a foreign country, defending a foreign country, defending a foreign entity. And I understand that's whole part of everything. But I think, I don't know, that's just my personal opinion. But then on the other hand, if the United States and Canada didn't come to the rescue of World War II or one, where would we be today? So just you look at war in a whole completely different way when it's your children on the front line. Not that I have children on the front line, but they're of that age, right? And anyways, let's get sidebar. I'm distracted here. Is that true? Has a Iranian regime collapsed? Or is it just on the Strait of Hormuz that they have lost control? So what's going on here? What's going on here? What is the truth? What is the truth of the Iranian regime? Are they still in control? Have they lost control? Or just a little bit? Shall we begin? Temperance in reverse. There's nothing that is in control right now. Temperance upright would be peace treaty. There's no peace treaty. It's in reverse. There's no peace treaty. There's no ceasefire. As a matter of fact, temperance in reverse is fighting and anger and everything that's opposite of temperance. Temper. Everybody still has temper. Everyone's still a hothead. Oh, yeah. There's the Four of Swords, the Tower. Well, Queen of Cups in reverse, and the Two of Cups. There's no agreement at all. There's no agreement whatsoever. Is the Iranian regime still standing? I'm going to say no, but there's no agreement at all. At all. The reason I'm saying they're not standing is because there's the Four of Swords and the Tower, and we specifically asked about the Iranian regime. Also, here's the flailing about, and then there's no peace agreement. Absolutely not. Anywhere. Big burden. The Hermit. It's interesting because it almost feels like the United States is doing this on its own, because they did announce boots on the ground. All the Marines and all the Army heading that way. And it's just the United States. Israel is not providing any boots on the ground. And so there they are. Interesting. I want to show you something about the Hermit card. Is the Star of David's in this little lamp. So to me, this is the United States carrying Israel. Sorry if that bothers you, and that's the truth. protecting and carrying Israel around, and they're the ones being exposed. Sorry, you're either in there's no 50-50. So if you are going in with the United States, your greatest ally, then, and the greatest ally says we're putting boots on the ground, then you say, how many do you need? You don't expect them to carry you off the ground. See how, look at this card. It's carrying them off the ground. The only one touching the ground is the United States, and they're all they're doing this by themselves. And here's the thing that bothers me is that if the United States manages to win this war, Israel will be patting themselves on the back as well. Anyways, I digress. The magician, spin doctor, propaganda, manifesting things, trying to, well, that's just propaganda. When you're talking about this type of thing, the chariot in reverse, there's the United States. I'm telling you, they aren't in control as much as they say they are. Also, this would almost tell me the left hand doesn't know what the right hand's doing, because the chariot upright is being in control of something. Willpower, body, mind, and soul are all running on the same program. What's in reverse is you have no control either of your body or your mind or even your soul sometimes. But this is telling me that it's kind of out of control, kind of all over the place. The sun in reverse, I'm getting that there's so much that we don't know. Of course, you don't have to be a card reader to know that that happens during war. The moon. Now, interesting, the moon is Islam, and it's in reverse. And also the moon in reverse is the truth. So I'm going to say we have heard the truth. There is no peace deal, that it's kind of still out of control. There's still parts of it that are in the dark. The sun also could be the sun actually, I was going to say, like China or Russia, like other people joining in, like it's upright, here they come on their horses, dun, 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 we're coming, whatever side they're on, and this might be, in some respects, nobody else is coming in, right? Russia and China are going to back off. They're not coming in or whatever, right? But the moon here in reverse is telling me that Islam is in reverse. Ace of Wands. There's definitely some truth in the statement. Here's the Five of Pentacles in reverse, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Eight of Wands upright, and the Four of Pentacles in reverse, and the Two of Swords. Okay, I'm going to say that Strait of Hormuz is open. People are going through it. But they've already lost so much money. Everybody's already lost so much money, but this is definitely a new dawn kind of thing, a new idea to get it going again. Like, you know how, have you seen those airport maps that shows the planes coming and going? Well, they have the same thing for ships, for shipping. It showed the amount of ships that are going through right now. And this tells me, there they are. They're no longer locked in. They're free to move. And then also too with the Eight of Wands. But the money that they've lost, the time that they've lost, is at least they're moving. I'm gonna say that, we've got this two in reverse and this two in reverse. There's no peace agreement. There's no ceasefire. Iran may have fallen, but they have not bent the knee to the United States, I'm telling you that right now. 10 of cups. The lovers, boobies, and the 7, Knight of Cups in reverse. There's some kind of strategy here to make it look like everybody's in agreement, but they aren't. There's some kind of like completion here that, you know, we won, we did it, but they're not. The strategy here is no. And I'm going to say that even if there was a minor peace agreement, it's been reneged. It's been taken back. Oh, there's the Emperor in reverse. King of Pentacles in reverse. 7 of Cups in reverse and the 5 of Cups. Oh, I didn't want to see that. 9 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you know what? We have to be really careful with the language here. Not me, how they are talking, how the Department of War is talking, how Trump is talking. We're being gaslit with a lot of it. Of course, the history books are always written by the victors, right? And I don't think it's going the way they want it to go. I don't think they wanted to put boots on the ground. And I think that's where the reneging comes from. The promises that are coming from. They're coming from, I'm going to say, Trump, and then the King of Pentacles here in reverse. Who is that? Who's running the treasury? Or you know, maybe Trump said it's not going to cost us this, or King of Pentacles could even be, could be Israel. Absolutely, it could. And they're gaslighting us about how well things are going on, and it's really not going the way they want it to go. But is Iran? Yes, they have their regime. I believe is well, the tarot card here, the Tower. There's all the air. They don't need people on the ground. It's not a ceasefire. They have fallen, but there's no peace agreement. So take that for what you will. But something has happened that Iran has lost control, and the Strait of Hormuz is open, and just don't believe everything you're hearing. All right. First casualty of war is the truth. It's not going as well as they thought it would. Also, I think this tells us Netanyahu is dead. Here he is in his little coffin. And now America is doing this all on its own. Thanks for watching. Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.